considering some of the best clothes to be selling online right now, you might be thinking about brands, but you might be missing something that's even more valuable, and that's the style or the look of the item. Well, my name is LeeMeier. I've made over 100,000 selling used clothes online, and I help people just like you. And in this video, I'm gonna show you 50 of the hottest trends right now when it comes to fashion. Whether you're trying to figure out what to sell or how to get your items sold faster, this video is gonna help. First up is artsy, and this is anything with a little bit more of an artistic look to it. This is a cardigan sweater with carousel horses on it, and it's from the brand Storybook Knits, and it went full price, $64. Next up is cyber, and this works for anything that has a little bit more of a futuristic look to it. Think metallics and anything with a more interesting silhouette. This is a jacket that fits really well with that cyber look, and it sold $90 full price. Biker, and it does not have to be straight up motorcycle Harley Davidson. This is a pair of moto jeans from the brand Diesel, listed at $70, sold for $50. Regency or Regency core. These terms are increasing because of shows like Bridgerton. Think corsets, lace, floral, ball gowns. This is a Regency inspired ball gown from a brand that probably nobody is searching for, but it sold because of the look and the words used, Regency. It was listed at $90 and went for $60. If you're wondering how to figure out how much items actually sold for on eBay, I have a video I'll link to up here for you. Lagenlook. These are items that are very oversized, loose, and it actually translates to meaning layered. This is a pair of pants that fit with the Lagenlook style, and it's from a brand called Matchpoint, listed for $75, sold for $52, best offer. Before we keep going, if you'd love to be able to have a list of these types of words to get clothing items sold, I actually have a free keyword list that you'll find in the description below this video. Whimsigoth. This one is probably one of the fastest rising looks when it comes to fashion. Think lace-up details, velvet, bell sleeves. This is a dress from a brand that's called High Fashions. Again, not a brand that a lot of people are going to be searching for. It's got that beautiful lace-up detail at the back, and because of the look, because of the keyword used, it was listed at $160 and went for $150, best offer. Another keyword that's really trending is fairy. This works well for anything that's maybe sheer or has an asymmetrical hem. This is a sheer top, and this one actually happens to be from the brand Coldwater Creek, which usually doesn't hold its resale value too well, but the items that are selling well from that brand are items that have a certain style or aesthetic to them. Like this one where they used the keyword of fairy. It's also got bell sleeves, which are huge right now when it comes to this trend, and it sold $58 full price. Dopamine. This is dressing with your clothing to give the intention of spreading joy. I kid you not. And with this look, you're going after things that are bright and fun. These are a pair of ankle boots in a very unusual, fun color, purple, where they use the word dopamine, listed at $68, and they went for $55, best offer. Grandpa or grandpa core. This is a keyword that has been popular for a while, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. This works well for any kinds of knits, cardigan sweaters, even pleated dress pants. This is a cardigan sweater where they used the word grandpa core in their title, and it sold $59 full price. Quiet luxury. This is one that you can use for more understated items that just exude luxury without having huge brand names emblazoned across them. This is a women's overcoat with the quiet luxury look and those words used in the title, and this sold full price, $70. Before we get to this next one, if you're ever feeling stuck wondering what clothes are actually worth selling, that's exactly one of the things that I help people with inside of the Empowered Reseller membership. Inside, you get a clear path for what actually works, live training, personal help when you need it, and a really supportive community, all geared around helping you be able to bring in more consistent sales on a daily basis. If that sounds like something you'd like, just click the link below and we'd love to have you join us. Hawaiian is another hugely popular look right now, whether it's button-up shirts or dresses. This is a men's button-up shirt with palm trees and hula girls. It was listed for $75 and it sold for $60. Blokecore. This is one that works really well when it comes to men's items, especially if they have a little bit of a soccer look to them or are even jerseys. Think jerseys, baggy jeans, and Adidas Sambas. This is an Umbro jersey with the word in the title Blokecore. It was listed for $110 and it sold for $85. Cosby, believe it or not, is huge when it comes to sweaters. Think anything that's knit, colorful, and textured. This is a Cosby style sweater from a brand called John Ashford, listed for $95 and it went for $60. By the way, if you ever have trouble remembering these terms when you go to write up your titles, I have a style poster that can help with this. I'll link to that somewhere on your screen. Boho. This is a staple when it comes to selling fashion, and it's probably one of the most searched terms. This is a cardigan from Free People with a boho sort of look to it. Ruffle layers there around the hem, listed for $86 and it went for $70 best offer. Festival. This works for anything that you might picture somebody wearing to a festival. A lot of times items are loose, maybe have a floral design or have fringe. Like this jacket with fringe and beadwork, suede leather. It's from a brand called Phase 2 that probably nobody has heard of, listed for $80 and it went for $75 on offer. Old money. This is one that can be very similar to quiet luxury, but with old money, these tend to look like they're for somebody of maybe more mature age. This is a suit set from Ellie Tahari. It was listed for $100 and it sold for $85 best offer. Romantic. This is one that is also being widely searched right now, and you can use romantic for anything that's maybe pink, has lace, has ruffles, has a feminine look to it. This is a slip dress from the brand Jones of New York. It is an older item from around the 90s or Y2K where the keyword romantic was used, and this sold full price for $75. Rave. Think anything that might be worn for going out. Anything that's brightly colored, looks like you're headed out to hit up the club. Not that I know anything about that. This is a crop top from essentially a no-name brand that has a sort of rave kind of going out vibe to it. It sold full price for $80. If you have any ocean-themed items or you come across ocean-themed items, that's another really big seller. Whether it's got a lighthouse, fish, or whales, go ahead and pick it up. Of course, check comparable sales first. This is a hand knit sweater with the ocean theme from a brand called Barrack. It's got that whale on it there. This sold $120. Horse or equestrian theme. This is another thing that is hugely popular. This is a horse themed sweater from a brand that's called Design Options, and this one sold full price $90. Kawaii. These are things that are pastel, have a very soft look to them, and oftentimes incorporate animals like cats or dogs or pandas into the design. With these, basically brand does not matter at all. This one happens to be from a brand called Eagle's Eye with cats on it. It was listed for $135 and it went for $80 best offer. Avant-garde. This can be used for anything that's a little more unconventional. This is a gorgeous leather jacket in white leather, listed for $139 and it went for $100 on best offer. Preppy. This is a good one that fits with items that are a little bit more on the school or varsity or Ivy League look of things. This is a Henley top from Abercrombie and Fitch. It was listed for $135 and went for $80. Very similar to Preppy is Academia. This works well for anything that's cable knit, houndstooth, or plaid. Think sweater vests and layering, even mini skirts. This is a knit sweater from Lauren Ralph Lauren and it sold full price $110. Much like the keyword biker is moto. Moto actually tends to be a little bit more used term when it comes to more fashion-sided items. This is a moto jacket from a brand that's called Zoni Inc. and it sold full price $95. Steampunk. This is Industrial Revolution meets the Victorian era. This is a button-up blouse, lots of buttons. You're gonna see lots of metal detailing with this steampunk look. It's also got a lace-up back. fits the steampunk look perfectly. Listed for $127, sold $121. Heritage. This works for anything that just has a classic, timeless look to it. This is a coat in houndstooth pattern from Zara. It was listed for $145 and sold for $110. Art to wear. This is more intentional than just artsy. If something looks more like a piece of artwork than just regular old clothes, you'll definitely want to use this phrase. This is an art to wear jacket listed for $270 and it sold for $150. Western. This is another huge seller when it comes to the look of items. Items don't have to be from a certain brand to sell well with this look. And this was a Western style jacket in tapestry, listed at $125 and it went for $106 best offer. Rainbow items are flying off the shelf right now. If it's colorful and it's got stripes, it's gonna sell. This is a ski jacket from Obermeyer. It sold $140 full price. Rockabilly. This is a big one when it comes to men's items. This is a pearl snap shirt from the brand HBarC and it sold $125 full price. Fair Isle. Items with this look sell year after year. This is a sweater from J. Crew with Fair Isle stripe and it sold full price $148. Nautical. This is a little bit more understated than just ocean theme. This is one to use with stripes, double-breasted jackets, anything that has a little bit more of a nautical theme. This is a striped blazer jacket from the brand Smith and it sold full price $135. Mob Wife. This has to be one of my favorite and this works well for anything that's fur or animal print. This is a faux fur jacket in animal print. It sold full price $179 and it's from a vintage brand called Russell Taylor, a brand that probably nobody is looking for, but it sold because of the look. Punk. This is a great keyword for anything that's more rebellious and edgy. This is a leather jacket with spiky metal studs. It's actually an unbranded jacket listed for $250 and it went for $143 best offer. Coquette. This is romantic but more playful. This is a mini dress from a little searched for brand called Masquerade and it went full price $189. Cowichan. These types of sweaters there is a huge demand for and oftentimes animals are incorporated into the design. True Cowichan sweaters are hand knit. Oftentimes they're cardigans and have a shawl collar. This is a Cowichan sweater with an eagle design to it from a brand called the Canadian Sweater Company. It was listed at $185 and went for $155. Goth. Like punk, this one is a little bit more edgy and rebellious, and a lot of the items are black or darker colored. This is a mini skirt from the brand Lip Service and it went full price $150. Nordic is similar to Fair Isle, but it tends to be a little bit blockier, larger design. This is a knit sweater from Polo Ralph Lauren. It does have some wear to it, some marks and some pillings. It's also a lamb's wool and cashmere blend, which helps, and it went full price $200. Thrashed. This is one of the most overlooked keywords that is highly profitable. This is one that you're going to want to use for anything that looks too worn to sell. Whether it's got holes, tears, stains, even paint marks, items are selling for into the hundreds with this word. This is a thrashed jacket from Carhartt. You can see there around the back of the neck the amount of fraying at that neckline, and it sold full price $225. Victorian is also seeing a big resurgence right now. This is a dress from Laura Ashley with a little bit more of a Victorian look to it with that neckline, and it sold full price $179. Grunge. This is another really good one to use when it comes to items that are a little bit more on the distressed, worn side. This is a pair of Levi's 501s men's jeans, and you can see that those are distressed, have some holes, some marks to them, and this pair of jeans with the keyword grunge went full price $200. Skater is another one that buyers are really looking for right now. This can work really well for jeans and shorts that are on the more baggy side. This is a pair of jean shorts from the brand Menace, and you can see how baggy and wide those are. They actually sold full price, $199. Cottagecore. This is a look that just won't die. It continues to stick around year after year, and you can use this for anything that is more floral, looks like it's from the countryside. This is a cottagecore style dress from Gunny Sacks. It's got that lace-up detail there, as well as sort of a floral contrasting print. It was listed for $425 and sold for $400. Princess. This is another really overlooked keyword, but it can work for certain types of items. This is a prom dress from a brand that probably nobody is searching for, yet it sold full price, $229. Bella Swan, aka Twilight. These types of items, similar to what she wore in the Twilight movies, are selling for crazy amounts, even when they're from low-value mall brands. This is a bomber jacket from Abercrombie & Fitch with a faux fur lined hood. It sold full price, $340. Southwestern is another one that can be some really big money. Yes, having a brand like Pendleton can help, but there's plenty of other items selling well with this Southwestern look. This is a Southwestern style Chimayo jacket. This also sold full price, $340. Cobain, as in Kurt Cobain, Nirvana. Big money. Cardigan sweaters, either solid or striped, and especially if they're mohair, if they look anything like what he wore, they can sell for into the hundreds. This is a cardigan sweater where that keyword of Cobain was used in the title. It was listed for $572 and it went for $400. Y2K items. This is a hugely encompassing category, but really anything that has that vibe from the 90s, early 2000s era, people are paying crazy amounts for, even if it's an unbranded item or a brand that nobody's heard of. This is a penny lane coat from the Y2K era with faux fur trim, and it sold for $300 full price. Prairie. This is one that's very similar to cottagecore, but this can be used for a little bit wider variety of items. This is a dress from Gunny Sacks where the keywords cottagecore as well as prairie was used. It is damaged, it's tattered, it's got holes, it's got fraying at the hem. It was listed for $595 and it sold on best offer for $550. All right, that's number 50, but if you want to see 50 of the best Y2K items that are selling right now, just click or tap the screen to watch the video that's up next. Click here and I'll see you there.